So 7 lessons I learned converting my social media handle into a business. Here at Group of this started off as just another social media handle playing covers to nice music that I liked upon demand, and then over the past 10 years it has become this. Okay, just today someone was telling me that if you go, like, we saw how it started this thing, you guys were like just playing, you get it, and we didn't have it all figured out. It was a lot of jumping of opportunities, a lot of collaborations, some very good ones and some very pretty bad ones. But this is how far it has come, and I want to share with you 7 lessons that we have learned doing this and how far it has come. And I hope that it can also give you the opportunity to do such stuff with your passion and the like. Okay, so the first one is just start. That's the biggest fight we have. We want to post videos, people are like, we need to have this, we need to have that, the room needs to be 25 degrees Celsius, the microphone needs a new battery, the shirt is not white enough. People have all fancy ideas. Why we cannot do it today? They want to do it tomorrow. Sometimes we are done and they're like, don't post, let's wait, next year we do another one, let's contribute. No, you cannot do that. In this world, in the fast moving world like the one that we have, the one of our generation, you need to just start. As you start, you'll figure it out, because you cannot have it all figured out to start. If you start now, you'll be a perfect example for people who are waiting for a perfect time to start. Think about it. Person is, you need to harness your pain, you need to harness your passion, you need to harness your interest. Okay, if Groove Up were something that we were not interested in, if Groove Up were some kind of business that we were just trying because it's lucrative, we would have given up, because even up to now, it's not making money. It's just sustaining itself, okay? So it has to be something you are really passionate about. Yes, I'm one person who would advise you that you need to do what you love or love what you do, okay? This is what we do. We love it, okay? So if you find yourself doing something that you don't exactly love, you need to quickly develop that love in it. Otherwise, you cannot last that long. You are going to fade out so soon, okay? Because it takes quite some time for these things to begin to manifest into what you are expecting to see. The next lesson is harnessing linear and exponential growth. The mathematicians know this, but a lot of people don't exactly understand it. Linear growth is when things move maybe very straight all the way, or sometimes they move in a particular they face themselves, or they move in a particular manner. Okay, it's linear. You can actually kind of calculate it, or you can actually predict it, and it doesn't move too fast. Okay, the exponential growth is like this, very slowly, as if it's not going to go up, then boom, in the last days it goes up. That's how compound interest behaves. Okay, so when you have your own business, you have to know that whatever you are doing, if you are starting as an entrepreneur, you have to appreciate that whatever you are doing is going to get to that phase or that day that is going to experience that boom. Okay, like in the world of social media, there's that day that you have a viral video. Okay, so you need to be patient with yourself, keep grinding, and just wait patiently for that day, and you will be 10 times luckier if you have 10 times more effort, if you've done it 10 more years, if you've done it 10 more times, if you've done it, is the more you show up, the more your chances of having that exponential effect. So just keep grinding, just keep working at it. You can never tell, one day is just going to come your way, boom, one serious client, and everything is going to turn around. Invest in yourself. The biggest investments we have as Groove Up is ourselves. Okay, myself, Willie, Jojo, Richard, we took all the time. We had to learn, we had to play the instruments, we had to edit the audios, we had to do a lot of stuff by ourselves. Okay, as an entrepreneur, you're not going to be able to afford that luxury, okay, of quickly paying off people and paying people for their skills. So a lot of the stuff we did were actually people who had to join the team. Okay, we have 33 investors who are almost about half of us are working passively in one way or the other towards the stuff. So if you had to pay all these people off, we certainly cannot afford it. So as you have to first build yourself, then you can now express yourself. The only time that you begin to the only time that you begin to employ people or pay people for services is when you are probably making enough money, or your time is so far spent, you are so tight on time, or you need some very specialized expertise. Okay, so most of the projects that we do, they need specialized expertise. You don't even see us playing the videos ourselves because those ones have very tight standards that people have demanded for and we need to meet. Okay, but before any of those stuff, we had to do a lot of stuff by ourselves, and it really works pretty good for us. It helped us build our portfolio before we got the opportunity to do the bigger. And like-minded partners, I cannot over-express this. I always say that Groove Up wouldn't be Groove Up if I had to do this alone. There's no way, because people had to come on board. Some came, some stayed all the way through, some left very early, some left at the later part. It's all good. I don't blame any of them for leaving, and I'm happy those who came and stayed did. Okay, so we have partners. With the case is always here, like 24/7 is always at the studio mixing audios and playing parts of songs and the like for people to watch. Okay, then there's myself who is barely here. I have to go back for my daily job at Silver Star Tower. I come here at midnight. This video is being recorded at 11:13, almost midnight. Okay, so when you look at it, it's quite dicey. It's not like the person who is always here is working too hard, or the person who is never here is not working. But you need to appreciate it that each person will give in their various forms, diversified manner, to be able to achieve the results you want. You need to appreciate this, then things can work in a better flow than you think. Okay, yeah, then you need to handle social media. For Groove Up, we don't have an excuse. Groove Up is all about social media. It started off on social media before it got into the physical space. But for other businesses, don't get too busy. Be on social media. People are no longer reading signboards. So if you're not on social media, you are losing the marketplace. Okay, because now the people are in the market space, which is on their phones. That's what they are glued to. They have to get onto it as soon as possible. The last one, the bonus one, is friends and family don't care. It's difficult to acknowledge this, but in businesses, people don't understand. It's only people who understand your vision that can join you. And usually friends and family will not understand this soon enough. Okay, usually when it begins to work out, they begin to appreciate it more, then they get on board. Okay, so for me, like my whole family wears Groove Up shirts now, and I've heard testimonies of people say they wished their family supports their stuff like mine does to me. But it's tricky. I tell them that yes, it didn't start as soon as we wanted. It took time for people to get on board. My mom first. My junior brother, who was a musician like me, actually took some time to get on board. Okay, so you need to just don't hate your family for this. They don't understand what you are working on. As time goes on, they will buy in and then they will join you. Okay, then you can grow together. Thank you for staying through this video. Yes, it's going to be a long series. Subscribe so that you can watch the other series. Feel free to ask me any question. Let me see in the comments whether you like this, or let me just halt it here. See you in the next one.